She opened her eyes. Aww. She stood up. Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 9. It was all worth it. Last episode, Jinwoo cleared the dungeon. He defeated the final boss, the Demon Monarch Baron. He defeated him. He met Isol, and I just remember how he said that maybe he likes working with people that have a screw loose, meaning that Isol has a screw loose. I don't know, that's just so funny to me. But yeah, and also we had people from the Japan, that was the biggest guild in Japan that showed up. Their leader, the guild master, Goto, I believe was his name, showed up, and they were having some kind of meeting with the association, Hunters Association, and they came up with a plan to try to deal with the Chimera ants that are showing up. So they're gonna start this fourth raid where I believe they said 10 of the S rank hunters from the Japan's guild are gonna be sort of like facing the ants, distracting them while the others go after the queen and kill the queen. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/philly And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Wait, what did I feel like the intro changed for some reason? Did it change? Or am I misread? It changed, didn't it? Oh no. Some scenes feel familiar, others don't. Maybe it's just I don't focus on it. I don't know. Okay, now. I would say don't do it right now. Yay! Yay! Okay, at least there's gonna be one for Jinho's father as well. Oh, for him to arise. But after having used, I don't know, after having used his intellectual points, so I guess he didn't need it. Of course, did you forget? Yeah, he's not. Kaisel. Now you're the blue eyes black dragon. I might say the red eyes, but he doesn't have red eyes. Where's she going? What the heck? What the heck, man? You're Jinwoo?
まだ取れておりません。せっかく飲んでるんですから少しは笑ってくださいよ。今の話めちゃくちゃ面白かったでしょ。レスキューヒーラーミン・ビョング。大きな負傷もせず若いうちに現役を退いた数少ない例。そしてユンホさん。本当に行くんですか。おう。そんな愛国者になったんですか。どうせ行くしかないなら
それっぽいこと言っといた方が格好がつく。
俺は行きません。絶対に。説得しに来たのなら諦め
挨
て。
拶に来ただけだ。
もうダメなんですよ。血とかそういうの。
Not everyone is equipped for that.
モンスターと戦うのを嫌うハンターはあまり見たことがないかもしれない。しかしてそれが覚醒の条件。
ユンホさん、眉間にシワまた老けましたよ。
Did you give it to her already? Yeah.
せいでやけどしたのに
What?
飲み込めないかもしれない。もし飲み込めても何が起こるかわからない。だけど
Can you just... You better work. Don't they better not have put Jinwoo through all of this for this elixir not to work. Oh, at least the burns are going away. Now what about the sickness? Oh, she looks all like nice and stuff.
お願いだ。目を覚ましてくれ。強くなろうと戦ったたった一つの理由なんだ。
今日は集中できない。なんでだろう。
She opened her eyes. Aww. She stood up.
お母さん、どれくらい眠ってた？ありがとう、ジヌ。約束守ってくれたのね。無理もさせてしまったのね。辛かったでしょう。ありがとう、ジヌ。
心症の患者が目覚めた。
はい、信じられませんが、それで患者の身体機能にも何ら問題はなく。
ジナ、すっかりお姉さんに。
努力が実を結んだ。やっと真の報酬を手に入れたんだ。
I hope there's not gonna be some kind of, I don't know, after effect, something or other. I don't know.
この事態に対し我々ハンター協会は第4次ジェジュ島レイドの実施を決定いたしました。のハンターたちも会場の守備、本土の警備にあたり作戦遂行をサポートするとともに皆さんの安全を確保します。
Well, I did both of them together. Are they in Jinwoo's place? At Jinwoo's place?
運足さん、俺正直怖いっす。
強。それは力を持った俺たちにしかできない。この国をアリの巣にするわけにはいかないだろ。
バカ野郎。
いざという時この人を支えられるのは俺と君だ。
So he's also gonna try to. Is he after those two?
お前、
生まれた頃から住んでるんだもん。そうね。
俺がずっと望んできたもの。だけど不安。
Mm-hmm. Me too.
足を踏み入れてはいけない領域まで来てしまったのでは。
ジヌ、お父さんから何か連絡はなかった？お父さん、ハンターになる前は消防士だったじゃない？
Oh, he was a
人
firefighter?
のために頑張る姿がかっこよくて結婚したの。そうね。ジナもしっかり受け継いでる。わーいでしょ。
はい。
それにしても会見直後に訪ねてくるとは。
トーマス・アンドレム、アメリカ所属の国家権力級 S 級ハンター。
一国家の軍事力と同等の力を持つと認められた者がそうそう他国に介入することはあるまい。
Okay.
単に旅行の途中に立ち寄っただけか、
Nah.
もしくは ファンハンターの件に釘を刺しに来たか。
Nah.
あるいは別の何かを確認しに。
Tino's father, maybe?
今回のレイドは我々の悲願です。力を貸していただけませんか。
Is it gonna be like, I just got my mom back or something? Uh-huh.
今体育館で S 級ハンターたちが体をほぐしているんですよ。興味があるようでしたらご覧になっていきますか。
ベクシアン、まだ若いんだからもう少し足腰を鍛え直した方がいいんじゃないか。
What does your voice sound familiar to me?
どうも。あの道着を着た人は明星ギルドのマドングさんです。
Fame
ど
Guild?
うして本気を出すらあちらにいる方々は騎士団ギルドのおやお見えになりました。
The 10 from the Japan?
最近 S 級になったソン・ジヌというハンターです。
やり手の暗殺者のようだね。
いえ、あの人は
He's all of it.
あれが
これがこの国のトップだなんてちょっとがっかりですね。
そうでもないと思うぞ。聞き捨てならんな。通訳さん、今牛のことバカにしてたやろ。
バクジョンス初めて聞きますけど。
マスターは S 級やなくて A 級やから聞いたことないかもし
Oh,
れない
okay.
が。
落ち着け。ちょうどいい。せっかくなので親善試合はしましょう。S 級ハンターだけで。では参加するのは戦闘系のみ。手首をつかまれる、背中をタッチされる。試合形式は1対1ではなく一度に全員で勝負。
Mm.
こちらからはチャ、イム、マ、ベクハンター。
こちらは田畑、熊本、星野、田中ハンターの4人です。
では親善試合を始めましょう。
It's about to be over? Of course it is. Of course it is. So, this episode was just all about waking up mommy. And he did. I was worried for a second. You know, I felt like, yes, I was worried, but I felt like the show wouldn't have made us go through all of this for her not to wake up. You know? So, hey, she did. I was also worried when, after he collected all the ingredients and he was thinking about making the elixir, and then they were like, wait, it's all gonna depend on the number of intellectual points, how much intellectual points you have. And I'm like, do you want to risk making it right now in case you don't have enough to make the elixir, or do you want to just shelve it for a second, like you have all the ingredients, right? Just shelve it for a second and increase your intellectual points before you try to, you know, make the elixir. So he decided to go ahead with it, and he made it, and he made 6 of them. So I'm like, yay. He had one for his mom, right? And then you have Jinwoo's father that just got sick, so there's gonna be an extra one for him. So I'm okay with that. Like, I'm happy with that. He also got some kind of runestone out of that, and then it was some kind of shadow exchange of some kind, so he can exchange places, I guess, with any of his shadow soldiers. And since he's excited to go home and try to wake up his mom, he just switched between one of his soldiers, and then he just, before he even did that, who was it? One of his personal guard brought the corpse of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. But wyvern. He was a wyvern. He brought in the wyvern, the dead body of the wyvern, so that Jinwoo could like arise it, and it worked. And he named it Kaisel, I believe. Yeah, Kaisel. So he did that. So when he transferred himself with the other soldier back to the city, and he's like, okay, now I need to go The only way I can get there quickly is by if he just jumped and then summoned the wyvern. And I'm like, I feel like I should not be surprised about things, but I'm surprised about things when it comes to him. The way he does his things, uses his different powers or whatnot. I don't know. It surprises me sometimes, and it's so cool. So that's how he was able to get to his mom pretty quickly. And yeah, the mom woke up and he was crying, and then the sister also was crying, and they were all reunited. And then they come home, and the whole room is a mess. So they started picking up things. And then the mom is like, have you heard about your father? Have you seen your father or something or other like that? And I'm like, yeah, his father showed up an episode or two ago. No, I'm not gonna say that. He showed up some episodes ago. And we haven't seen him since then. And I wonder if having her if he hears that the mom is awake. Did he even know that the mom was in a eternal sleep coma? I don't know, but maybe once he does, he's gonna show up. I don't know. I'm trying to remember where they found him first, like where the fight between Dong-soo and him happened, because there was this hunter Thomas Andre. I think they were saying something that he was in the US class hunter or something or other like that showed up, and he just said that he was in the city or something or other, and then he said he came to talk to them about Dong-soo, and or maybe it was something else. And I'm like, if it's something about Dong-soo, then that means that it has something to do with Jinwoo's father, you know. So since they know, probably that whole interrogation that was happening between Dong-soo and Jinwoo's father was probably being recorded, right? And if that's the case, then these people know like his whole full name, so they must know that he's from Korea. And that dude probably came there knowing that his son and his family lives there and all those things. Maybe having seen how badly beaten Dong-soo was, this guy was interested in maybe like fighting him or something. And them knowing who he is, and that his family is there, he showed up there for sort of like to lure him. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But they are gonna be doing this mission, right? And then they were trying to contact Jinwoo, and they were not able to until he came back and everything. And then they contacted him, and then they were asking him to join up with the raid, right? I think he was about to say no, because I'm like, yeah, no, usually he would go, but he just got his mom back, so I didn't feel like he would want to leave yet. Excuse me. So when he was about to answer, he just felt this magic wavelength or whatever, and that's where go that is the name. Go, I think it's Go, told them that these S rank hunters were training, and if you wanted to go and see. And then they went, and he's seeing Baek and Ma, I think is his name, fighting. And then you have the S rank hunters from Japan showed up, and the interpreter was sort of like being like, if this is all they have, they're basically like nothing compared to their side of things. And then you have another guild. Is he a guild master from the Nice Guild? But he was an A rank. He showed up. He was getting PC about what the girl was saying, and then Goto is like, "Hey, this is a good opportunity for us to be sort of like gauge each other's strength." And then they are gonna be doing 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. I think it's 4-on-4 fight. And then you have Jinwoo and the others like watching, because they're saying that it needed to be not mage types, like fighting types, I guess, that are supposed to be doing this. So Jin was out. Although I don't know which one would you class. Okay, at one point, one of them was like he's an assassin type, and then another is like he's a mage type. So which one is he? Is he a fighting type, or just I don't know? But we'll see how that whole thing is gonna play out. That whole brawl is gonna go. There was a point in the episode also where Baek was having a drink with Byung-Gu. Basically tell him that they were gonna go on this raid, and the last time that they went together, I guess that's when they lost one of their friends. Insok, I believe was his name. They lost him, so I think it was from that point on that Byung-Gu didn't want to do this anymore, and he said he was gonna be taking some kind of exam and become some kind of government worker, whatever. But then at one point he was by himself and he started remembering the conversation that he and Insok had while Baek was passed out. And I feel like based on what he remembered, he also is gonna join up with them. You know, since they said that he's an S-class healer, I feel like they need someone like that on this raid. So hopefully it goes. And if he does go, hopefully nothing happens to him, because he didn't want to go in the first place. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else to talk about. So thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is going to be in the pinned comment, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. And you can also catch up with all my previous solo leveling reactions. There's a playlist in the pinned comment as well, so you can just click on it and just catch up. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Squeaking in the truck bed all the way home from Alabama, Jama, she my DC land like. That's how we do, fancy life.